is up, my sweet little garbanzo beans? This is a timeless reading, but I just want to say at the time I'm filming this, happy holidays. And this has inspired the theme for today. So like I said, timeless, but it is what gifts is Spirit bringing your way? I have the intention while I was meditating to really aim this at the next 3 months or so. But this is a general reading, so it's going to be different for everyone, all right? So you have 3 options to choose from. There's the red bow for option 1, the golden bow for option 2, and this green bow for option 3, okay? So if you need more time, please feel free to pause the video, meditate on it, take all the time you need, and when you're ready, go to the description box below to the timestamps and choose your selected option. And with that, let's get started with group 1. Okay. So, hello to all of my sweet little garbanzo beans who chose group 1. I am so excited to have you here and to get to talk about this incredibly exciting topic. So, if you were attracted to the red bow, in this situation, I really feel, that what Spirit is bringing you is going to really center around your passions. This feels like a lot of joy to me, right? This might be kind of you meeting your destiny in the best of ways. This is that energy of renewal. Like you're just going to, this might be a hobby, or this might talk about a relationship. This is just something where you have so much love for this, this person, this relationship, this activity, this job, that it really just like fills your cup. And so if you've been kind of struggling to get in touch with those emotions, get in touch with that passion, I do feel like that's coming back for you. So let us just see. And last thing actually I just kind of got from this is that also too, if you've been looking for a way to monetize your passions, I do feel like an opportunity to do that will be coming along for you, just because we have all of that red, and that's kind of very root chakra energy. So I am going to pull excuse me, I am going to pull a daily guidance from your Angels Oracle card to kind of get a feel for what this is talking about specifically. So I've already shuffled the deck. I'm going to try to shuffle mostly on camera. It is very hard for me. I apologize. Oh, it's this one. Okie dokie. So, okay, you guys got relationship. And I'm just going to take it off camera briefly so I can read it. So, what we have here is your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. That is beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to take down your little bow and put that right in the center, right here. Okay, so I'm so sorry, you guys. And I know they use the word God, by the way, and that may or may not be a term that resonates with you. I had a friend of a different spiritual practice very wisely say that, the way they perceive it is that religions and spirituality, spiritual paths are different spiritual languages to say the same thing. So please feel free to substitute this with whatever other path, deities, belief system that you personally resonate with, okay? But really what I'm seeing from this is, again, a renewal of passion. And I feel like there's a lot of love in this reading. So this might actually have to do with your interpersonal relationships in your life. But I feel like this is you getting back in touch with yourself and getting in touch with that divinity within, that source energy through what what makes you so happy. And I love that it looks like the person on the unicorn has, it looks like red, like a red-orange color to me. But I really like that. And with it being the unicorn Pegasus vibe, I'm kind of getting this feeling that the opportunity that's going to come along is very rare, or that your relationship with, whether this is a relationship with, you know, again, a hobby, your relationship with the divine, your relationship with another person, is very unique. I'm so sorry. Allergies. It's very unique, and it's very, very special. With the wing imagery, I feel like it helps you feel very, very free, but it also carries you. It makes you feel secure and supported. So that's beautiful, and that's really, really special. I love that. And there's also a lot of imagery of like greenery and growth. This is a lot of like heart chakra energy, and this is very expansive. This is something where there's a lot of potential here, and I feel like the opportunity that's about to come along is really going to kind of, again, reignite that passion, and it's going to provide longer term possibilities for stability. So let's pull some tarot for you. Again, I'm so sorry for the coughing. I'll try to edit it out if I can, but allergies are for real. So yeah, and as always, my decks are going to be linked in the description box as well. So if you're interested in checking any of those out, please do. Alright, then we have the pre-shuffled deck. I already had it shuffled for you. Oof. Okay. Oh, okay, these two want to come out together. This one wants to be like this, though. Okay, so you guys had, ooh, okay, the Emperor. I'm loving it. Oh, okay, the Death card. Alrighty, you know what, I should have thought about this prior. Well, I think I can stand them up. What do you guys think? Yeah, alright, we like that. That's nice. And then you have, oh my god, the Ten of Pentacles. You guys, I am loving this. Okay, we're going to put this one over here if that's okay. Okay, so the Emperor, by the way, is Aries energy, and the Death card is Scorpio energy, so those may resonate, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, but they certainly don't have to. The Emperor could be talking about a relationship with a father or a husband, just because the Emperor is the husband, father, like divine masculine archetype of the tarot. And in addition to being the divine masculine archetype, I say this a lot, but you know, the Emperor and the Empress they do represent the like epitome of divine masculine, divine feminine energy in the tarot, because they are all of the kings and queens of the tarot suits, like rolled up into one, right? So it's not just being, you know, the divine masculine, it's being the divine masculine through you know, through an element of self-mastery. So I also really like, by the way, that this is card 4 and that this is card 13, so this reduces down to a 4. So there's a lot more stability coming in, and this is really echoed with the Ten of Pentacles. I have to say, there are a lot of themes in here about home as well. 4 is really associated, like I said, with our foundations, our stability, but also that 4th house energy in like astrology is very much about your home and your family. And I'm getting that vibe super duper strongly here. So this may have to do with a relationship in your home. This may have to do with some like a relationship romantically where you want to start a family with this person. And I get the sense that, again, there's like this renewal of passion. So I feel like whatever this situation is for you personally, you know, the two biggest situations I'm kind of getting here is that this is, you know, an important interpersonal relationship, or this is a relationship with yourself is kind of the vibe I'm most picking up here. So I'll read for both. Sorry, I just realized there's like this little, like, the fabric is stretching and it looks like Oklahoma. But sorry about that. You know, if this is a relationship, I can see that you guys have been through a lot with the Death card. You know, this is, with every death is the implied rebirth, right? So I can see that you guys have been through quite a lot together. You've been through a lot of transitions, a lot of changes. I think it's really interesting that I didn't notice this till a couple months ago, but in the background of the death card, there's the same two like pillars that are on the moon card, but the sun is rising between them, right? So, the death card comes along where, the sun is finally rising, where you were previously, not frequent, okay, I almost said frequently, so maybe this is something that's been consistent and ongoing, where you were previously kind of in the dark, you were blocked, you were unsure about which way you were going. There is illumination that allows for this change, and I really like that this version of the death card has a rose on it, because this kind of speaks to, you are going through this death and rebirth process with love. And again, whether this is love for another person, love for yourself, the core element here is that love. And I feel like that does represent that kind of like source energy, that divine love that's being talked about in the relationship card. So, if this is involving another person, excuse me, if this is involving another person, I feel like this is involving somebody that, you may be married to this person. You may view this person as your counterpart. This is somebody who is very established, very put together. For some of you, I'm getting too that maybe one of you is very established materially, and the other has struggled with that, or that both of you have struggled with that, and that has been a point of contention in the relationship. Just because we also have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is, all tens in the tarot are all about completion, right? So the Ten of Pentacles is like the ultimate fruition materially and like within your family, right? It's like creating a legacy, right? It's generational wealth. It's where you have made something that will give back to future generations, whether these are your own children or people that you inspire. And it doesn't just have to be material, although oftentimes there is a material manifestation attached. This is also talking about, excuse me, our generational patterns that we, whether we engage in them or we break them. It's talking about what we set up for other people that will last long after we're gone, right? So really what I'm seeing here with these combinations is if this is about a relationship, I feel like it's been through a lot of cycles, and the thing that holds you guys together is the love that you have for one another. It is that, tapping into that source energy of that unconditional love that opens you up and helps you grow and helps you always seek to heal rather than to hurt, and to really see each other's better nature. And if that's really resonating with you, you are being heavily rewarded. This is a big, big gift, right? Excuse me, where, by working through these relationship issues with one another and really doing the hard work, Spirit is going to be gifting you with this big manifestation, this culmination, and what you're building with this other person is going to last for generations. So if you've been struggling to get established, you've been struggling financially with your partner, I do see that shifting and changing. You guys did have to kind of go through the hard work to really master these skills, right? Because it's kind of that energy of, you've proven to Spirit that you can handle it, right? So you've proven to Spirit that you can handle more, that you can handle this huge gift, this huge manifestation. If for some of you, if this is a relationship, if you've been thinking about going into business with your partner, I do see that being really positively aspected. So if you're waiting for a loan, or if you are waiting for some type of approval, I do see that happening for you. Also, too, if you've been looking to get a house with your partner, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. And like I mentioned, maybe waiting for a loan or waiting for some type of approval. For some of you, I'm getting waiting for the okay to travel to where you wanted to relocate. I know that's really specific, but I'm kind of getting that vibe just because we have a lot of like, we have the horse here and we have the Pegasus here. I do feel like you're going to be getting some important news about that. And it's whatever this changes, this is like the name of the game is security, right? So if this is a relationship with somebody else, I do feel like it is very secure. And for some people, you've been wanting to manifest a relationship and one is coming in for you. And this person is going to be very secure. This person's going to help you go through a lot of evolution personally and help you become your greatest, most fulfilled version, which is pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. So I'm just looking, and if this is like more personal for you and your goals, I'm really seeing that what's coming in is reigniting and reestablishing your passion is going to really allow for following your passion is going to allow for greater stability. I feel like with these energies, if you've tried to do this before, you've been at this for a while, and again, really kind of running out of steam, I feel like Spirit is kind of going to be giving you that motivation and helping you to fall in love all over again with what it is that you really love to do. Because I like that the Emperor is wearing red too. That's really, that's a nice detail. It's like, he's wearing red and we got some red over here. It's perfect. I feel like it's going to be something that you really love to do. And if that's the case, I do feel like if this hasn't worked before, or if you've been struggling to stay motivated, this falling in love all over again with what it is that you love, it's like falling in love with your destiny. And I feel like now you are going to be making progress and gaining traction where you had previously been struggling pretty intensely. So I just want to pull a couple more cards. Let's see. Oof. I'm like moving around my old bones. All right. I'll miss this one. But it's like that. Oh, sorry. My hands are teeny tiny. It's really hard to hold all the cards without dropping them all over the ground. This one was like that. All right. Okay. Oh my God. You guys are like the lucky pile today. Okay, you have the Star. Oh my God, you have the Two of Cups. Okay. This is a love reading. This turned into a freaking love reading. And you have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Oh my God. You guys, my heart is peeing its pants. I love this for you. Okay, so the Star is Aquarius energy, but the Two of Cups is like divine union, soulmate, twin flame kind of energy if you resonate with that label. So I'm going to say for a lot of you, I feel like this is a relationship. If you were drawn into the pile, just because there's so much about it. And for some of you, I'm really getting, this hasn't happened yet because we have the Star here. The Star is Aquarius energy. I don't know if I just mentioned that or not. So you may be in Aquarius or something. This may happen for you during Aquarius season, or the person that you may be inquiring about is an Aquarius. But I'm really getting, for some of you, you haven't met this person yet. You've been going through this personal transformation of empowerment, becoming more solid in yourself, really stabilizing your foundations with the Emperor card here. You've been going through this personal death and rebirth process, and you've been wishing with the Star energy, you've been doing the healing work. You've been really wishing to, I feel like, not only just have a partner, but to have, with the Ten of Pentacles, have somebody you can build something with. And with that Five of Pentacles too, when it comes up in a love reading, which this is pretty much turned into, when this comes up in a love reading, it can talk about difficulties and setbacks. So seeing it reversed means that you are, you're coming out of that. But I also like the interpretation that, with a Five of Pentacles, these people they're freezing cold, they're hurt, they're struggling, but they're still together, right? And this can kind of represent somebody who is there for you, right? Who's with you and who's going to stick around no matter what. And I just, oh gosh, that's really, really beautiful. And the thing, I always talk about this, but the thing with the Five of Pentacles is that it's one of two Pentacles cards that has a spiritual background that's depicted. So the Three of Pentacles takes place in a cathedral, and the Five of Pentacles takes place outside of one. And so to me, when the Five of Pentacles is all about feeling feeling lackful, feeling like you don't have enough, feeling like you've been abandoned, honestly, and like you're alone, right? Oof, sorry, I'm shifting in my chair. In my chair. I'm sitting on the ground. I'm so sorry, you guys. But it's about feeling like you're abandoned, like you don't have enough. You've been left out in the cold. And with the spiritual background, it always kind of, to me, not only feels like you're materially abandoned in some way, shape, or form in your physical reality, but like you almost feel like you've been abandoned by spirit itself. And that's a hard feeling. But with this being reversed, I feel like this is like renewing your faith I feel like this is like renewing your faith, right? With the star here, this is like renewing your faith in your wishes, renewing your faith in your divinely guided path. This has that feeling of like, everything I went through is for a purpose, and I thought so, and now I know so. Gosh, I'm getting so excited for you guys. Like, I almost said something really inappropriate. Sorry. I'm like, damn it, I can't say it on YouTube. Which I probably shouldn't have said damn it either. Whatever, we're here now. We're going to deal with it. But yeah, this is just like, this is beautiful energy. This is, excuse me. This is like, I kind of feel like you're about to get everything you ever wanted. And with the Ten of Pentacles, this relationship that's manifesting is really long-term, really solid. This may very well be the person you marry someday, if that's your bag, if you're interested in that. But this is a person that is, with that red, this is a person that you were destined for, that's destined for you, and it's because you've done the hard work. Now, if you're in a relationship and you've been struggling a lot, excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys. This is absolutely turning around for you with that Five of Pentacles reversed. Like, you are getting your wish. I feel like you are getting, the star is a lot about healing too. So after going through all of these struggles and this attempt to kind of get better established or reestablished, I feel like you are, you're just like, you're getting everything you wanted, honestly. I don't know how else to put it. And this is beautiful. And, for those of you who this isn't like romantic, this is kind of something more internal, more personal. I feel like this is you getting back in touch with yourself and what you really want at the soul with that Two of Cups. And this is you feeling like you're backed up by spirit, you're supported by spirit, right? Your relationship with spirit is renewing itself, which is beautiful. Wow, this is, I rarely ever see something like this, but this is gorgeous. There's just like, whatever your personal situation may be, there is this wish fulfillment. There's this empowerment along the way, and there's stability in it, and there's emotional fulfillment. I do feel like if you've been materially struggling, those are like, that's about to pass as well. This just feels like you're getting everything you wanted. And you know why? It's because you've been doing the work, right? You've been doing the difficult work, the rebirth. You've been sticking to it, and you've been doing the tough stuff. And that's why, because of the common thread of everything that manifests in your external reality is you and your spirit and your soul energy and frequency. And when we evolve, when we ascend, we change the frequency of everything that manifests for us, right? Like, it sounds cheesy as hell, but like, you really are at the center of your entire universe. It's a universe. So, excuse me. Yeah, you really are at the center of your entire universe. So when you do that inner work, you are changing your outer reality every single day. I almost want to say, never forget that. So maybe some of you do. So never forget that. But yeah, this is about all I have for group 1. This is beautiful and amazing. I am so excited for you guys, and I'm really happy for you. So I hope this has been helpful. So sorry about all the coughing. If you need help with your specific situation, please feel free to check out my Etsy shop. The link is in the description below. I offer a variety of readings on different topics, but if you don't see anything that meets your specific spiritual or financial needs, please DM me because I'm totally happy to make a custom reading for you, okay? But yeah, that is about everything that I have for you. I am wishing you, my sweet little love bugs, the best and most beautiful things that life has to offer. Take care. Hi, group 2, all of my sweet little garbanzo beans who are drawn to the little gold bow. So if you were attracted to this particular bow, I feel like your gifts from spirit that are coming in may be more material or financial. I'm also getting this feeling of like a stroke of good luck for many of you. This kind of like serendipitous twist of fate that's going to really help you out when you least expect it. It's kind of this energy of, maybe there is a situation in your life, like I feel like you're going to go out on a limb and do something that maybe you're a little nervous about. So maybe this is a job interview or asking somebody out, or, really just like anything that you're a little anxious about. And this, being attracted to this golden bow means that your gift from spirit is essentially saying that you are very, very lucky in your endeavors for, the next, especially in weeks and months that kind of follow. I kind of, it's open-ended because this is a general reading, but I put it out there when I was, meditating on it and setting up for the reading that this would be really kind of covering for many of us the next 3 months or so. So this is really, really exciting. For some of you too, you may be getting sort of a golden opportunity you never thought you would get. If that is the case, I feel like this is going to come out of left field. You're not going to see it coming. This isn't like, oh, I've been working toward this and I really hope I get it. So for some of you, you're gonna give something a shot. You're gonna go out on a limb and you're going to have that extra luck on your side. And for some of you, something is just gonna drop into your lap where you're like, "Ooh, wow, okay, thank you." So this is very exciting. So I'm going to pull what is this deck called? I'm so sorry, I'm still learning it. A daily guidance from your angels oracle card to kind of figure out more about what this might be. And all of my decks are going to be linked in the description box down below, so if you're interested, it's there. So I'm going to try to shuffle on camera, I'm sorry. Okay. Oop, that's not it. This is it though. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so you guys got listen. I'm just going to take it off screen for a second so I can read it. It says, "Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen." Okay, so I'm just going to put this right here. There we go. Okay, so what this particular card is really talking about is, again, I feel like this is something where, when we get into a really fear-based place, it's very easy to kind of talk ourselves out of trying, right? So let's say this is a job interview. I feel like if this is something you're planning, this is something where there is a fear of rejection, right? You might say, oh, I'm not really qualified enough, or I'm only barely qualified. Maybe it's something where you have the degree they're looking for, but you don't have the experience, or vice versa, or, something like that. And I feel like this is an opportunity where you might be attracted to it initially, intuitively, and then be tempted to get into a very fear-based place mentally and talk yourself out of trying. And what if that resonates, what your team is really trying to talk to you about is that they have heard your prayers. They've heard what you're wishing for, and they're trying really hard to bring it to you. Okay? And I feel like if you are feeling really anxious and really stressed out, which many of us are, I feel like if you're in a place where you're very stressed out and anxious, you might almost gloss over this opportunity. You might not see the value in this opportunity. Or again, you may talk yourself out of trying before you even give it a shot. And Spirit's really saying like, no, like, hang on. Just give it a shot. And similarly, divergently, if this is an opportunity that just kind of like falls into your lap, you may really doubt if it's for you at first. You may be like, I don't know if I'm qualified enough. I don't know if this is like a person, like, I don't know if we would be a good fit together. You may kind of be on the fence, and Spirit's saying, well, hold up, like, just be in a calm, meditative place and you can hear our guidance much easier. So this is very, very exciting. And I have to say, I'm really drawn to the shape of the wings here, because I feel like they're like, the shape of this kind of feels like you are held, right? Your angels have got you. Your team is working on it. They've heard what you have to say. Like, with your prayers, your wishes, your heart's desires, you put it out there to the universe, and they're saying like, okay, whether consciously or not, you talked and we listened, right? And now we want you to listen, so you can hear our advice, you can hear our guidance, and we can bring to you that which you most desire. So this is beautiful, and we should, let's pull some tarot about it. Okay. I want to cut this one more time and just shuffle really quickly. Okay, there we go. That felt right. So like that. So like that. It's like this. Okay. All right, so you had 3 cards come right out. So I have to say briefly too, when I feel inspired to totally flip the deck around, sometimes that kind of shows me like this might be something where you have to, it's like a complete 180 from what you ever thought you would want, or you might have to kind of change up your approach. I'm kind of getting this feeling of, being calm and meditative, but open-minded is like the word that feels like it's most important here. So let's see what you got for your tarot. Oh, okay. So you have the Devil. Ooh, okay. You have the King of Cups. Is that the King or is that the Queen? That's the Queen of Cups. I'm sorry. Okay. The Devil and the Queen of Cups. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, and the Nine of Cups reversed. All right. So what this is really, really talking about, first of all, the Devil is Capricorn energy, so you may be a Capricorn or asking about one, or this may occur during Capricorn season, which at the time I'm filming this is right now, but this is a timeless reading, so don't worry about it if that's not applicable. But with this Queen of Cups and the Devil, right away, this is kind of what they're discussing in this card. The Queen of Cups first of all, this is water energy. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, this could be you or somebody else. This could be very prominent in your chart. I'm getting North Node for some of you, like North Node in Pisces is what I'm definitely hearing. But with this combination, more than anything else, the Queen of Cups is incredibly intuitive. She is very heart-centered. She is very, I don't usually say the word genuine for her, but I'm definitely getting that, like emotionally genuine. She's very like in tune in her heart space, and she's very psychically in tune as well. And I feel like there may be, if you were attracted to this group, you may be currently disconnected from your heart space, because we have the Devil energy here, and this is very much like, this is all about our vices, our addictions, our fears especially. And the thing about the Devil is people think about like addictions like drugs and alcohol use, substance misuse disorders. There we go. I'm sorry about that. I have a hard time getting that term out of my mouth. But we think about like substance use disorders, or we think about, it's easy to think of it as a really imposing energy, right? Because it does. It kind of looks a little scary. But the thing about our devils is that more than them being the things that are inflicted on us, they're the things that we kind of inflict on ourselves. And oftentimes, they're not these huge, scary things as much as they are, the things that bring us the greatest comfort. But ultimately, the problem with, sorry about the glare. Ultimately, the problem with the devil energy is that it keeps us chained to this version of ourselves we don't want to be, right? It keeps us chained to our lower nature through our comfort. So whether this is, literally vices, or whether this is something like, and this is kind of the vibe I'm picking up here, I'm getting a huge vibe of like overthinking, worrying too much, struggling to release control. All of these things can disconnect us from our higher nature. And that's what the devil kind of talks about, is like whatever you feel sort of like a slave to, the things that rob you of your happiness, your peace of mind, your intuitive connection to spirit. And your intuitive connection to spirit's never gone, but there's some times where fear can really muffle it. And that's what I'm really picking up right now. So what this is kind of talking about is really facing down this devil energy and getting in touch intuitively, really getting into the heart, into the soul, so you can hear what your team is trying to tell you. Because I feel like with the 9 of Cups reversed, I feel like you may have had situations where you had a wish and like the rug was kind of pulled out from under you, right? This is the opposite of a wish come true. And I feel like the fear of that is kind of what we're talking about with this devil energy. The fear of that makes it hard to believe that you can ever have your wishes happen for you. And that's understandable. That's really understandable. But if this has kind of occurred for you before, because we have the Queen here, but we kind of have almost more like childlike images depicted in the 9, I'm really getting the vibe for a lot of you that if you have, had this situation happen where the rug is kind of been pulled out from under you and it's creating this stress, this fear, this mental anxiety, I feel like that has happened because when either what you were reaching for wasn't really meant for you, it wasn't in good enough alignment with you, or you weren't ready for it. Sorry, I got distracted for a second because I just noticed that looks like he's sitting on a whoopee cushion. He's not. And there's that moment where I'm like, Am I noticing this because of intuition, or am I just noticing this? I'm like, what in God's name would a whoopee cushion mean intuitively? I'm not going to figure that out. Y'all can comment down below if you have intuitive associations about whoopee cushions, but let's move on, shall we? But yeah, so this is really what I feel like Spirit's kind of trying to talk to you about, is that there is this golden opportunity. Your wishes have been heard. I get this feeling with the 9 of Cups reversed. You feel like again, almost kind of a little bit abandoned by Spirit, or like nobody's listening to you, like nobody's helping you out in the spiritual realm. And that's definitely not true. They have heard you. I feel like with the Queen of Cups here too, when you are in a calm place, your intuition is very on point. You have a very good spiritual connection. Sorry. Woof. You have a very good spiritual connection with your team, with your guides, and possibly most likely with your angels. So I feel like what this is really talking about is to try to find a way to quiet your mind, so that way you can hear the guidance when this opportunity comes in for you. Because another thing I'm getting with the 9 of Cups reversed is if you're too stressed out, you're too worried. And again, this devil energy can be a bunch of different things, right? It doesn't just have to be overthinking. This could be if you're, too distracted, if you struggle to be present, if you're too critical, if you're whatever it may be for you personally. This is really kind of asking you to sort of find a place of balance and find your center. Because with that Queen of Cups, I really do see that you are, a heart-centered, emotionally sensitive and mature person, right? And your team is really just kind of asking you to tap into that, because that's going to be the space where you can see and feel and recognize this opportunity for what it is, what they're trying to bring you. And it's a space where I feel like you'll feel more emotionally imbalanced, and you won't feel like like, again, abandoned by spirit is sort of the vibe. So let's pull you a couple more cards. Sorry about the glare. I know you can see it shifting as I move. Okay. Oop. Okay. Oh, honey. One more, please. Please and oh, okay. Please, thank you. Alrighty. So, you have the Five of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Okay. Oh, and the Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. So, yeah. Really what I'm feeling here, sorry, I'm trying to get them to stand up straight, but it's hard. Okay. I feel like in the past, there was something with that Ace of Swords. I feel like in the past, there's something that you wanted to say. There's an idea that you had. And I feel like with the Five of Cups, it did not end up panning out like you wanted, right? Because the Ace of Swords is like victory, breakthrough, communication, truth, a new idea. This is also kind of like, to me, this is Archangel Michael sort of energy. So this can talk about being protected, right? And Archangel Michael also helps us to find truth. So there may be a situation in the past where, again, I feel like, you know, with the Queen of Cups, this is like a very like emotionally like deep developed energy. So I feel like in the past there's something that you were really, really attached to, whether this is a person, a job, an idea, an outcome. There's something you were really, really attached to. And I feel like with that Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords reversed, it feels like you hadn't even considered for a single second that this was not like meant for you, or that you would not get your wish, right? And that's kind of the vibe, because the Knight of Swords, oh my god, the Knight of Swords is very self-assured. He charges forward, believing entirely in himself and his ideas, and that can be really, really beneficial. I also think he is fluid in his thinking for the most part. He is able to creative problem solve, kind of think outside the box. He's able to make, you know, pretty practical plans. He's able to kind of, you know, see a few steps ahead. And the drawback with the Knight of Swords is that sometimes, because that's a natural talent of his, he can sometimes almost, you know, he's the fastest knight in the deck, so he can go forth sometimes believing almost too much in his own ideas without fully planning them out. And that means that sometimes his ideas can fall through, not because they're bad ideas, but because there's a piece of information he's missing, or, you know, because there's just like something he's not accounting for, right? And with the Ace of Swords reversed, I feel like that's what that's talking about, is that there was, you know, if in the past you really, really, really wanted something and you were really driven to go get it and it didn't work out, I feel like it's not because you didn't deserve it, right? Because I can see with the Five of Cups, like, look at this little guy. I can see with the Five of Cups, this really, really hurt. This was really disappointing, right? It's the 3 spilled cups, that's why he's crying. And the 3 of Cups is like our joy and our happiness. So this feels like you lost your joy, right? But, you know, I feel like this is saying that it's not that you didn't deserve this, that you did something wrong. It may just be that you missed a piece of information. There was something missing in your plan, or it may be that there was information that was withheld from you. And I feel like this understanding of why things had to happen the way they did is going to really like unfold for you coming up, right? Because if you look again at the 5 of Cups, there are 2 cups still left standing. And the 2 of Cups is like total soul alignment. You know, this is like soulmate energy. This is joy, happiness. This is being in line with our, like, what fulfills us at a soul level, sometimes with our destiny. This is just what brings us so much, happiness. And what is reciprocal, right? What makes us feel as good, like it like gives back to us the way we give to it, whatever that situation may be for you personally. And so, you know, because he's so sad about the 3 cups, he misses the fact that there's still the 2 cups behind him. He still has this opportunity to, to really be fulfilled and be happy if he's able to kind of change his perspective, if he can just turn around and see it. And maybe this is why I got that feeling of doing a 180, is that, and this is kind of what they're talking about here, is that, like I said, the Knight of Swords can be really self-assured in his ideas. And I feel like this is asking you to get out of your head because you might be missing something. So to get out of your head and to really get into your intuition and your emotions. Because there is this two of Cups. There's still this opportunity that Spirit's trying to bring you. It just may look different than you thought, or you might, again, you might be really blocked by fear at this time, and this is Spirit saying, no, this is still here for you. Like, you've got this. This is your golden opportunity. You just might have to adjust your expectations or release your fear a little bit, right? This may require you take a different approach, or you view yourself in a new way. But ultimately, I feel like there is this victory, and there's this, like, I feel like whatever you went through, it was to kind of gain this greater maturity, right? I'm really drawn to that with the Queen of Cups, to gain this greater maturity. So what gift's coming your way from Spirit is that you do have this golden opportunity, this happiness that's waiting for you, this alignment that's waiting for you. It just kind of requires some adjustments, and mostly it requires you trust your team and you trust yourself in interpreting messages from them. So I think that's just about everything I have for my sweet little garbanzo beans that were attracted to group 2 with the golden bow. If you need help with your specific personal situation, please feel free to check out my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box. I have a bunch of different readings, but if you don't see anything that meets your specific spiritual or financial needs, please DM me because I am happy to make a custom reading. I love all of you so much. I'm wishing you all of the best and most beautiful things that life has to offer. Bye. 3, 2, 1. Hello, all my sweet little garbanzo beans who are attracted to group 3 with the green bow. If you are attracted to this bow, the gift that is coming forward for you from Spirit, I feel that it's lucky, but I'm kind of getting more of the vibe that this is monetary for many of you. Green is associated with the heart chakra, so this could have to do with something emotional, but for many of you, I'm really getting the feeling this is like money that you needed. This feels like a stroke of good luck. This is just like, this has the feeling of exactly what you needed when you needed it. So if you kind of are, in a situation where your back is up against the wall, this luck is gonna come in, and this is this little gift from Spirit. Be like, I got you. And this is a general reading, so it's different for everybody, but I do feel like, I put it out there when I set up the reading that this is with the intention for about, like around 3 months, in the next 3 months or so. Excuse me. So, and for some of you, I do feel like if you are trying to build up your finances or your career, if you've started a business, this might be kind of this little extra financial boost for you, whether this comes in the form of more clients or like an actual monetary gift, or like a break where you thought you'd have to pay a bill, but you get I was going to say you get a reprieve, but I almost said you get a stay of execution. Wow, that's not what I mean. So, well, for some of you, maybe that really feels like it, like I'm dead in the water. This is, if you're like trying to start your own business, or you're really trying to like work on your stability, you may have, again, this is a feeling of like your back is against the wall. So you may kind of have this feeling like, that's it, game over, we're all done. And then this gift comes in and kind of gives you a little bit of breathing room, right? Really kind of helps get you out of this sticky situation. And it's like, oh God, thank you so much. So this is really, really exciting. Let me pull an oracle card to kind of get more information about this. I'm going to try to shuffle on camera, which I'm not good at, and I'm so sorry. Wow, this is a lot. All right, so, okie dokie. It's super interesting. So 3 cards fell out, and I'm only taking the one that came out, turned itself over. But the other cards were heart chakra, which I love, and family. So you may have a family, and I like that there's like this lady clad in green, this angel clad in green. So I do feel like there is some kind of like emotional tie here. This may have to do with, I'm getting for some of you with your home or starting a family business or something like that. There's something where this provides a lot of emotional relief, is really the feeling I'm getting. But the one that came out upright was trustworthy guidance. I'm just going to take it off camera so I can read it. It says, "You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every single step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea." So, this is awesome. Again, this is that feeling for many of you. Maybe you are trying to start your own business, or there's like a material venture you are trying to make headway on. And I feel like, again, if this is kind of the case, I feel like you are going to, when you're kind of almost, again, out of ideas, your back's up against the wall, that's when this idea is going to come in. Or if this is something you are kind of working on right now and you don't really see headway from it for a little bit, that's when this is going to take off to be like, yes, this is a good idea. So if you do have any like divine inspiration, or if you are financially in a pinch, and you're like, maybe I should try this, maybe I should do this, any kind of like random idea that comes to you, or an epiphany, or you're kind of like anything that comes to you when you're daydreaming or you're lost in thought, that is directly from your angels kind of whispering in your ear a little bit, and it is something that you should follow through on. So let's get more let's pull tarot to get a little more information. So, whoa, okay, Six of Cups went flying out. All right. Yes, Ace of Wands. Here's that idea. I love it. Oh my God. I'm gonna pee my pants. I'm so happy for you. Sorry, I'm laughing because I say that way too much, and I literally had my best friend sit down with me and she was like, you need to stop threatening to pee your pants, even as a joke. And I'm like, oof, this is the weirdest intervention. Awesome. And you have the star. Look at that, honey. Okay. I love this. This is beautiful. Okay, so this is your stroke of good luck, your wish coming true. So what we're seeing here, first of all, with the Six of Cups, this could be something, and we had the family card come out earlier, as well as heart chakra. This could be something that you've been wanting to do for a very, very long time, possibly even since childhood or adolescence, or somebody from the past could be coming back to help you with this idea. But I kind of get the feeling this is an idea you've had for a long time, and I feel like this is something where you'll get like renewed inspiration, or you'll get like it's like you have most of the pieces but you don't know how to put it together, right? And I do feel like for many of you, you're gonna get this idea and pursue it, and then struggle with it for a little bit. And again, that's where this gift comes in, because the gift is the idea and then it's going to take off, is kind of the vibe I'm getting from many of you, right? Because this is that new start, that inspiration. This could be a creative project, this could be a new spiritual idea, but this is also something where I feel like it will just make you so happy, right? The Six of Cups is like innocent happiness. I always say it's like falling in love before you have ever been hurt by love. Like you are so excited about it. And for some of you, this might be an offer that somebody makes you. In the traditional Six of Cups, it's a little boy giving a cup of flowers to a little girl. It's very, very cute. The little girl has mittens on, but the little boy does not. So, I always take this as somebody is gifting you something, and because he comes to it, he gives this offer with an open hand. This is something you can trust, right? He's not hiding anything. This is a very sweet offer that is very trustworthy. And so I do feel like for a lot of you, you are getting this like this trustworthy inspiration and this guidance that is going to help move you out of this, like any financial difficulty or any material difficulty. But I also do feel like there is this like heart chakra element where it's gonna make you really, really happy. Yeah, I don't know. So the Six of Cups can sometimes kind of talk about like a soulmate energy. I'm not picking up that vibe as strongly, I'm gonna be honest. Just because the way that this person is like at their drawing board, and because we have the Ace of Wands, I really feel like this is something that you are going to create. This is something that you're making. This is something that you are, that you're building for yourself. And, you know, the Six of Cups can also kind of talk about past life, you know, experiences. So this may be very well like a skill that you've developed in a past life that you are now getting access to, that you are now able to unlock and utilize. And this may just kind of, I'm getting the feeling like this is coming out of nowhere. Like, I don't know why I feel like this is spirit, like bringing in this idea, just like, yeah, I got it. Okay. It's a really like, I don't know why it's making me laugh so hard. But with, you know, with the star, this is like a wish come true, right? Over here. This is your wish come true. This is Aquarius energy. So for a lot of you, this could come in during Aquarius season. Once again, this is a timeless reading, but if you're watching it around the time that I put it out, Aquarius season's right around the corner. This could also be an offer coming in for an Aquarius, or this could be like extra confirmation if you yourself are an Aquarius. For some of you, you could have like North Node in Aquarius, or I'm getting your part of fortune could be in Aquarius. But for a lot of you, this is not only like a wish come true, this is part of your soul plan, right? Because like the star can talk about like divine guidance, and it also it's card 17, which reduces to an 8. So to me, this is not only like divinely guided and inspired, but this is something you've been wishing for and manifesting for yourself, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. Yeah, this is really nice. And there's a lot of healing here too, because the star always comes after the Tower in the tarot. So I feel like you've had to deal with a lot of adversity. And again, that may sort of be like when you're getting this idea, or when this idea starts to take off, is because you've been through it. You know, you've had instability, you know, you've had instability in your life like stripped away, and that's made room for this new foundation to be built, and this is a very solid foundation. So I'm already loving this. Let's pull you some more cards though. This way. Whoa. Okay, sorry, they went flying all around. All right. So you have, haha, there it is, the King of Wands. I love it. Okay. You have the 10 of Cups. I love this. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And you have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is, I really like it. It's interesting that there's you know, one being, but then we have two people, we have multiple people on the 10 of Cups, one person on the King of Wands, and we have two people here. So I do feel like this involves multiple people, predominantly one other person. But with the 5 of Pentacles, what I'm seeing, first of all, this is, oh, I'm so sorry, everything is falling. We got this. All right, well, this is about as good as it will get. Sorry, I use the cards a lot, so they kind of get a little bit bent. I am sorry about that, but they're well loved. So with the 5 of Pentacles, this is that energy of being financially, like, again, your back's up against the wall. And I feel like this is either the energy that you've been in or the energy you will be in for a little bit before this happens. It's really interesting. We have both the 6 of Cups, so there's children depicted here, and we had that family card come out because this is all about family. The 10 of Cups is also, though, like complete emotional fulfillment and happiness. So whatever is coming in for you with this King of Wands, first of all, this is fire energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But with this King of Wands and this Ten of Cups, not only is this very empowering for you, but this is going to be something that makes you super duper happy. And something that helps lift you out of like this financial difficulty. And the thing about, I was talking about this because the Five Pentacles came out in group 1. The thing about the Five Pentacles, it's one of only 2 Pentacles cards that is depicted with a spiritual background. See? So it's like the cathedral. And it talks about feeling, out in the cold. It talks about feeling like there's a lack. You don't have enough. Etc., etc. So I always think of it as not only like materially feeling like you don't have enough, but almost feeling like you've been abandoned by spirit as well. So it's kind of that energy of like, I've been wishing, if you've already had this idea, like I've been wishing, I've been working at this, I've been trying to manifest this, but like, especially with this trustworthy guidance energy, it's that energy of like, I really feel like I'm supposed to be doing this, but where is my payoff? Where's my reward? Like, where is that confirmation? And I feel like this is the energy many of you are in right now. And again, you may be in for a little bit longer. But this idea, this like new opportunity, this creative project, and for some of you, I'm just getting this right now, you may have a like business partner or like a creative project partner who's like, hey, I'm working on this idea. Do you want to help me? Or we always talked about, especially with this might be an old friend. Like we always talked about doing this. Do you want to actually give it a try? Or like, I have this opportunity to do this and I thought you'd be really good for it. And this person, I just get this vibe. I love this particular Ace of Wands, but it's making me laugh so hard right now because it's like, it just feels like this is spirit being like delivering this to you personally, like, hang on, I got it for you. Here it is. Like, I'm bringing it to you. So I do feel like there are going to be other people involved in this with you, right? And again, I'm really drawn to, there's 2 people here, 2 people here, 2 people there. And when you're asking about another person, when the Five Pentacles comes out, this can talk about somebody who makes you feel rejected, but one of the nicer ways of reading it is that it can talk about somebody who, is with you through thick and thin. So again, with the Ten of Cups too, this could talk about a family member who's just really been there, especially because that family card came out. But in that Heart Chakra energy card, I feel like this is going to come from somebody you have a lot of warm feelings for, somebody who you trust, somebody who has really stuck it out with you, or you feel confident would stick it out with you. I really feel like this is the energy of that person, and this is the energy of what you're making together. And I do want to say, I don't get a huge relationship vibe from this, but if that is what you have been trying to manifest, I do see that happening. If that's the case, this is somebody who's very, very confident. This is somebody who is very energetic, very fun. I don't know why I just heard very sexy. But they have that sexy, charismatic energy more than anything else. But this is somebody who is a soulmate. This is somebody who you've been wishing for. This is somebody who you could easily build, a life with, have a family with, if that's what you're interested in. This is somebody who is aligned with you and who's on the same page with you. And somebody who would stick things out with you no matter what, like to the bitter end is what I'm getting. So yeah, but if this is, whatever this is moving forward, I feel like it's going to take a little bit longer before you start to see the fruits of your labor. And I feel like this is coming up because Spirit wants to let you know not to give up on it. This is happening for you. They're bringing it in. It's still making me laugh so hard. They're bringing it in. Like Spirit is bringing you what you wanted, what you've been wanting for a very long time. Because like I said, we have a couple cards talking about childhood and family. This is something you've been asking for. This is something you've been wishing for. And this is something that's on your soul path. This is meant for you and it cannot be taken from you. So this is super duper exciting. Just really trust your intuition right now. Trust where you're being led, where you're being guided with that star card, and have confidence in yourself as you go. Because I definitely get that feeling about this group. This feels like a very confident energy. I feel like, again, this is a really lucky time for you. So have confidence in that as well. That Spirit's got you, and that Spirit is like rooting for you 106%. So I think that's everything I have for group 3. I hope this has been helpful. If you need help with your specific situation, please feel free to check out my Etsy shop link. The link is in the description box below. I offer a variety of readings, but if you don't see anything that meets your specific like spiritual or financial needs, please DM me because I'm happy to make a custom reading for you. I think that's everything we've got. I love y'all, and I am wishing you the best and most beautiful things that life has to offer. Not lice. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm gonna go retire for the night. I love you guys. I'll see you real soon, okay? Bye, my sweet little